Hello and welcome back to the Nacho Daddies podcast. I am one of the illustrious hosts of this show, Adam Redmond, and across from me is Mr. Taylor House.
What's up, everybody?
Great news, everyone. We have a bit of a winner. So our last episode that we put out, we let everybody know if you subscribe to the channel and then you go to our Facebook page and you comment the word subscribed to the post for our last episode, which was the Holy Veggie Burger Batman episode, that the first 5 people would receive free merch.
Right.
Unfortunately, we only had one submission, but that's okay. Miss Caitlin May
All right.
has won herself some free merch, and we're going to reach out to her and see if we can't get her information so that we can get some merch sent her way.
I got her information. She's a good friend of ours.
There we go. All right, cool. So there's still 4 up for grabs if anybody is interested. Also, this is news to you, Taylor. I like to always spring things on you.
Oh, shit.
We will be playing a game later today in the episode.
I love games.
Probably after our third ad read.
From our wonderful sponsors.
Yes, of course. We've got 3 wonderful sponsors today.
Yeah.
They're glorious. But after those, I think after the third break is when we'll throw in that game.
Okay.
And one of our lucky listeners will win some more merch.
Awesome.
Maybe it'll be Caitlin. We are up to 10 subscribers, which is awesome, but we need everybody to keep sharing. We actually got 2 likes on the last, on that veggie burger episode, which is awesome. Awesome.
Keep it up, everybody.
We got more people on the Facebook page. We got more people on Instagram. We got more people watching our original episode and our second episode. We just need more people to keep on watching and keep on sharing.
I think maybe they just saw Veggie Burger and they were like, I'm out.
Oh, dude, you got to listen to it, though. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on with today's episode. So, first things first, I think I hurt your feelings yesterday, Taylor.
Uh-oh.
Let's bring this down a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Uh-huh.
I care.
What happened?
I care about you.
I don't even remember.
I care about you and the things that go on in your life. Please tell me, why were you at the team lead meeting?
Oh, so our team lead is pregnant. She's actually going to have her baby Monday or Tuesday.
Congratulations. Yay.
Yeah.
Baby time.
So they asked me to be interim team lead.
Whoa.
So I'll be...
Nobody better.
No. I mean, there's probably better people, but not on our dock, so...
Bro, I think that's awesome. I
Yeah.
think you've been there for 2 months.
3.
I'm pretty sure...
3 months yesterday.
I'm pretty sure last episode you said 2 months.
I might have.
So you're
'Cause it
either
wasn't
lying
the
then or
3-month
lying
mark
now.
It wasn't the 3-month mark, so I couldn't say 3 months.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been there for 3 months.
Yep.
And they're already eyeing you for some sort of leadership role. I
Yep.
love it, man.
Yep.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations to the baby about to enter the planet.
Yeah.
Good job for both of you.
Yeah.
I wish you both the best
The
of luck.
baby is probably more exciting, but I'm more excited.
I was going to say, do you think that the baby experience is more exciting for like the people involved?
Yeah.
But do you think the baby is more excited about being birthed into the earth into the world, or do you think that you're more excited personally between you and the baby?
Ooh. Well, I would say that the baby is not really conscious about its own self yet, so I'm probably more excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That baby doesn't know what's going on. All right. So now that we
Take at
got
least 3 months.
Now we got that out of the way. Speaking of babies, I felt so old last night. That has nothing to do with babies. Actually, this whole conversation we're about to have has nothing to do with babies. It's just a good segue.
Yeah, sure.
So you remember those like scooter things, Segways.
Like the big, the Segway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those.
Whatever happened to those?
Segway still makes stuff. They
Yeah.
just they're for rich people.
Yeah, it's like a toy, and everybody falls off of them, and they're
Yeah.
like, "I'm done with this thing."
Wait a minute. How old were the people that were on those things?
I've seen a lot of videos of like old people riding them, and they're like,
Cool.
and then
Wow.
they fall off and break a hip.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So last night I saw something on the internet that said that on March 4th,
Mm-hmm.
2000, that's it, March 4th, 2000,
Uh-huh.
the PlayStation 2 was released,
Wow.
which means that the PlayStation 2 is 20 years old.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I feel old.
Yeah. I can do you one better.
What a great system, though. The PlayStation 2,
Dude, the PlayStation 2 is so good.
it was like groundbreaking.
Let me wow you a little bit more.
Okay.
So
Wow.
yeah, there you go. Already done. Moving on. So the new PlayStation 5, Xbox X Series, all that
Yeah.
shit's about to come out.
Yeah.
This year, next year, whatever. I don't care. I've got a computer.
What's bugging me is like they're all into the controllers. Like the Xbox controller's going to have these features, so it's better. The PlayStation controller's going to have these features. I mean, they just need buttons and sticks. Come on.
What bothers me most is every post I see is like, the new Xbox X Series will outdo any computer on the market. No, it's not.
Oh, F you and the
No,
A.
it's not. And it's always just trying to get console people to stay at console.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, why would I want to do a computer if I can just buy a console? Because it's not as powerful, okay?
Yeah.
And you don't have as much freedom on your Xbox that you have on a computer.
Yeah. Well, it's like last episode we talked about my PC already built, but I can upgrade it.
Right.
So like that's like saying, okay, I've got an Xbox 360 and I can upgrade it to be the Xbox X Series.
Yeah,
Series
exactly.
X, whatever.
Yeah.
But you can't do that on console.
No. And how often does a new game system come out? Like every 2 years, 3 years?
Roughly,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I think there was a big lag there somewhere after Xbox One, and they came out with
Yeah.
some bullshit ones between there. But it's like when you build a new computer, if you get the right components, you're good for like 5 years at least. And
Yeah.
then all you have to do is upgrade like one or two things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've
And-
had my PC for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So
And then you could get away with just upgrading your CPU and your GPU and you're good. Your
Mhm.
graphics card and yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to make you feel even older. You ready?
Shit. Okay.
What year were you born, if you don't mind saying?
88.
88. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, good year.
So, we said the PS2 came out in 2000. That was 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, the Xbox. Yep, Xbox. The
Mhm.
first Xbox.
The
Can't
brick.
call it Xbox One.
Yep.
Yeah, the one that could kill a person.
The Xbox OG.
Yes. Came out in 2001.
Right.
So 19 years. It's 19 years.
Wow.
So the Xbox and the PlayStation 2 could go smoke together if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, actually, wait, didn't they just change that? Didn't they just change the
it
age
is-
limit to
it's
21?
Yeah.
Okay, so never mind.
Mhm.
They could have last year though. Anyway, that's irrelevant. The PlayStation 1, this one blew my mind. Okay. This blew my mind. Came out in 1994,
Wow.
26 years ago.
It does not seem like that long.
Yeah. So 6 years between the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2. It gets weirder for me. So the one before that, I didn't put every system on this list. I mainly put like the biggest ones.
Uh-huh.
So the next one I have is the Sega Genesis.
I loved it. That's like still one of my favorite games.
I know, right?
The best games
Dude.
were on Genesis.
Me and my sister used to play Sonic the Hedgehog, like
Oh yeah.
just day in and day out.
I want to get one now because, as our listeners know, we already talked about it. My son freaking loves Sonic.
Dude, next time you guys are over, remind me. I'll hook it up.
Oh, yeah, you have one.
Yeah, and I've got Sonic. I've got 2 or 3 Sonic games.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, 1994. So before that was, and I know there was a Super Nintendo somewhere in there, but the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, was a first for most people.
Yeah.
It was the first one that was in my household. 1983.
Holy crap.
Oh, wait. Did I say when the Sega came out? I didn't. 19.
Yes. 94, right?
Nope. That was the PS1.
Oh.
The Sega Genesis came out in you guessed it, 88.
Yeah, baby. That's why I love it so much.
Yep. And then the NES came out. That's 32 years for those of you who are counting. The NES came out in 1983, 37 years ago. 37 years ago, before either one of us was born.
Yeah.
And it changed our lives.
Yeah.
All right. Before that, we have the Atari 2600.
That's where I got started.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. I know my parents
Pitfall.
had one. Yeah. My
That was,
parents
like, our
had one.
favorite.
My mom boasts to this day. She's the only person I know on this planet who's done this. I guarantee there's countless people, but she's the only one I know.
Right.
She played Pac-Man on the Atari 2600 until the score rolled over.
What?
She missed, like, multiple hours with my father. They were supposed to be on a date. So my dad comes over. My mom had already been playing for a couple hours.
Yeah.
My dad comes over, brings pizza, is like, hey, I'm here. And she's like, okay, cool. Just give me a few minutes. And then he's like, okay, well, I just got home from work, so I'm going to go take a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can eat. And she was like, okay, cool. So he goes and he takes a shower. She comes back. Or he comes back. She's still playing. And he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go eat. And she's like, okay. So he goes and he eats some pizza, and then he's like, well, okay, I'm going to go to bed. And she's like, okay, bye. And,
3 days later.
but yeah, my mom played over and over and over until the score rolled back to 0.
Wow.
Yeah.
At that point, was she like, okay, I beat it?
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Atari 2600 came out in 1977. That's 43 years ago. 1977 was also famous for 2 things. Famous for Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars came out same year. And
Discos.
And my father graduated that year,
Oh.
as most people will know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the first home console, known as the Magnavox Odyssey. Magnavox Odyssey came out in 1966.
Wow.
54.
What's up with the years? 66,
77, 88, 2000.
Wow.
Yeah. You might want to check any like Super NES and the Sega Dreamcast and stuff. Maybe those are some doubles too. But yeah. And the Magnavox Odyssey was originally called the Brown Box.
Wasn't the Commodore 64 in there somewhere?
Yeah. But that was more of a computer.
Yeah. Was that before
I had
Atari?
a Commodore. Yeah, before Atari, after Magnavox.
Yeah.
The Magnavox was literally just like a box. It was a brown box with some dials on it, and it was almost like, you know, those like old style like radios where it's got a little like circle screen on it, and then you can like see the waves. You see it in movies and
Like
it's
radar?
woo, woo, woo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of was like that, but you played Pong on it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. That's literally it.
I mean, Pong still holds up. It's
Um,
still a fun game.
We have a console-ish, if you want to call it that, called the Radio Shack Electronics Scoreboard.
Radio Shack.
Yeah, and it was one of the first. It came out before Atari,
Huh.
and it was a Pong machine, as they're called. A lot of games came out around that time, around the late 70s, that were called Pong machines, and they just played different types of Pong. They called them like tennis was normal Pong, and then they'd have like hockey, where you'd have like one like stationary line, and then you would also have a line, and then they would have one that was like soccer. You had to get it in a specific spot, and
That's
then,
where Rocket League started.
and that's where Rocket League started. And then in 1977, Rocket League began. But yeah, so we've got one of those. It's unopened. I have a feeling it's probably worth money,
Maybe.
but I don't have any. That means nothing to me because I don't ever plan on selling it. I'd rather
Yeah.
just have it.
Yep.
But yeah, that made me feel so old to see all of those game years.
Yeah.
And the fact that it feels like, correct me if I'm wrong, it feels like 1989 to 1999 was 1 year.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It feels like that was just 1 year.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it was 1 year of playing Sega Genesis.
It was 1 year of pure greatness.
It was like Sega Genesis was 1 year, and then the PlayStation came out.
Yeah.
And the PlayStation was that was the first Metal Gear Solid, right?
Yeah, well, no. The
No?
first Metal Gear Solid was on NES
Well, I mean,
of the modern age.
post NES, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one with like Psycho Mantis.
I don't remember Psycho Mantis. I remember
It was a really cool concept because I remember you had to like he was like a psychic and he could read your memory card. And like in game he would tell you, I forget what he says, but he says something about like games or something on your memory card. And then at one point you have to take your controller out of the player 1 socket and put it into the player 2 socket. And it was really cool. Like it made the game more interactive because
that is so cool.
yeah. And I don't think I've ever seen another game do that.
No.
Yeah.
They had so many good ideas back then. And like I used to play Crash Bandicoot just nonstop. Games used to be so hard. Like
yeah.
and like they specifically made them to be hard.
Yeah. Well, most of them were based off of arcade games, and
Right.
that's where you get your money. Is
Right. Replays.
You die a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot was my jam.
Yeah. My wife
Tekken.
loved that one. What?
Tekken.
Oh yeah.
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 I always liked Tekken more than I liked like Street Fighter and stuff.
Yeah. Tekken was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty good with Huarong.
I don't remember the guy's name. I want to say it was Beast. I can't remember. But he had like a lion's head.
Oh, King.
Yeah, King. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Wasn't a lion either. It was like a
It was just like a
leopard.
tired or tight. A
A
tired.
tiger?
He was a tired.
He had a tire for a head. His name was Michelin.
Oh
but-
god, that's gonna be the next update.
Yeah. Yeah, so good trip down memory lane there for all of you people who grew up in the same time as us and maybe who are a little older than us and you remember all that stuff happening. It's just crazy to me that all that stuff feels like it was just a few years ago and it's been 20, 30, 50 years, you know?
Yeah. And then there's gonna be moments where you want to punch little kids because they're like, "What's a NES?"
Yeah, or like, what is this? Can we play something else? Can we play Mario Kart on the Switch?
I want to play Call of Duty.
Yeah. Well, I think it's time for our first sponsor spot here. So let's go ahead and kick it over to the sponsor. Are you fucking thirsty? Do you want something to drink, you little bitch? Well, you need to get some Beast Water. Beast flavored water will quench all your thirst needs. You'll get delicious flavors like cotton candy,
Sweet tea.
candy apple,
Butterscotch.
sweet pillow baby,
Muffins.
also blueberry muffins,
Pineapple.
sweet caramel.
Sugar.
That's just plain sugar water. Get your Beast Water today.
I gotta tell you, I love Beast Water.
Dude, I had some Beast Water the other day, and it was flavored like daffodils.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was daffodil Beast Water.
I had the beef jerky.
It's crazy how hardcore and sweet they are. So,
Anyway, so I was cruising the internet and came
in
across
what were you cruising?
56 Chevy.
Okay, moving on.
So NASA has the Curiosity rover on Mars at the moment.
Those sons of bitches.
I know. Why they're just always putting shit up there.
They need to name them better.
Yeah.
Curiosity? Boo.
Yeah. Anyway, so it was taking pictures as rovers do from time to time.
Selfie.
And it compiled over 1,000 images into one panoramic image of the Glentordan region, which has like a huge mountains and craters.
Ah, yes,
obviously.
I'm familiar.
Yeah,
I went on vacation there.
it's
few years
very
ago.
nice. Yeah.
Especially this time of year.
Not a lot of trees, but
Very
if
sunny.
you like desert,
Yeah.
it's the place to go.
Mm-hmm. There's
Um,
a sandals resort there.
Oh no shit!
Mm-hmm.
I'm going.
No water, though.
No,
Or
No.
air.
maybe in the form of ice.
Not in this region.
So these 1,000 pictures compiled one panoramic view, and it's the highest resolution picture of Mars to date. It is 1.8 billion pixels.
1.8 billion.
Billion
Now, hang on a second. 1.8 billion pixels?
pixels.
Okay, so now all of a sudden we switch from megapixels to pixels. I feel like they're trying to beef up the sound of it.
Yeah.
What is that in megapixels?
Let me get out my calculator. I don't know.
Okay, somebody
that
figure
like?
that out and put it in the comments because we can't be troubled.
It'd be like 180,000
fucking
megapixels,
podcast here.
something like that.
I just feel like every picture ever is measured in megapixels,
Yeah.
and now when they're like, it's a billion pixels, it's like, yeah, but
Well, maybe this particular rover camera can only take pictures in pixels.
in pixels,
It doesn't have a megapixel camera.
it's most certainly.
Its camera is less quality than
That's like
the
saying
iPhone.
my car can't go in miles; it can only go in
quarter miles.
yeah, my car only lives a quarter mile at a time.
Oh God. No, but
No, it
pictures
really
are-
is interesting.
Yeah, they're really cool. Whenever I first looked at it, I was like, "Wow, it looks like Earth." Like I don't know if they color corrected it. I wouldn't assume that they would have, but the ground
I
is
would.
like
Did you see what they did with the moon in 1969?
no.
Exactly.
What did they do with it? Did they move it?
No, they pretended to be on it.
Oh, so you're a non-believer in the moon
No,
landing.
I'm a strict believer.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just trying to make it funny, and you fucked it up.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay.
Sorry, everybody.
That's okay.
So yeah, I mean the ground of Mars looks, slightly reddish, but
Oh.
more of like a tan. It looks like a desert. The sky is blue.
What?
Which, yeah,
That shouldn't be.
I know because the blue is from the atmosphere.
Okay,
and
now I'm out.
Mars doesn't have the atmosphere, right?
Right.
Yeah, but
It has a bit of an atmosphere.
oh well, then
It's got a bit, not a bunch.
bit.
It's a bit.
But yeah, no, it's like a bluish, light blue,
Hmm.
which yeah, you would expect it to be.
I don't know. A minute ago when I said I vacationed there, I lied. So
Oh,
I
well.
don't really know what it's like there. But it's interesting that you said that because years ago, sorry, my eye itched. Years ago, I hypothesized that perhaps Mars was once an Earth-like planet.
You know what? That's what the ancient astronaut theorists suggest too.
Okay, well let's not go to the realm of
Puma
ridiculousness.
Punku.
But for real, I've always thought like maybe we live like humans lived on Mars.
Oh my God, that's the exact words of.
I know,
ancient
but I'm
aliens.
not insane.
Oh, well.
So we lived on Mars and was like, oh boy, it's getting hot, and we got all these global warmings. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, look at that place over there.
So how do we get here?
Via rocket.
Mm.
Yeah, I know. I sound exactly like the people on Ancient Aliens, but yeah.
Well, I will say, if you tie that into like the Bible, the Tower of Babel, where
And
they
I
were building
don't.
the tower to heaven,
Mm-hmm.
and God got pissed off and was like, you know what? I'm going to smash your tower, and you're all going to be separated, and that's where all the different languages and shit came from.
Mm-hmm.
Could be the whole Mars thing, like, oh, well, they were building a rocket to go into the heavens or space, crash landed on Earth, and, you know, only a few survived, made different tribes around the world, and there you go. Forgot how to talk for some reason. I don't know.
You know, like
There's
people
some
do.
there's some holes in that theory.
Yeah, it's okay. I follow where you're coming from, though. I sort of get it.
And if you look at the faces of Easter Island, they will tell you that Mars was once. Yeah, I know.
No, it makes sort of sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's not too far fetched.
And I'm, using no knowledge, no facts.
Right.
It's literally just me thinking, huh, wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah.
But like, it's highly unlikely. But it is. You're right. It looks a lot like a dry water, like dry stream,
Mm-hmm.
like been dry for years, or what? Like if what's that thing? The Grand Canyon. Like if the Grand Canyon were to dry up.
Yeah.
Kinda
And
looks
the
like
Grand
that.
Canyon's pretty damn red.
Yeah,
So
it does. Yeah. You never know, man.
I mean, all it is what? Iron, rust. I'm no geologist, but it looks pretty much like Earth.
It does. So there.
Oh, speaking of other planets, we got a new moon. Did you hear about this? Did you see this?
No.
We got a new moon. Yeah.
Like Earth?
Earth got a new moon. Yeah.
That's
It's
no moon.
very small. It's only like, I don't know.
You ruined my Star Wars joke just now.
Oh. Go ahead. No new moon. What happened?
That's no moon. It's a space station. Okay.
I mean, we probably got one of those too.
Oh, we definitely have one of those. It's called International Space Station.
Since when?
Since 1989. Made that number up.
No, it's
Speak into the microphone.
yeah, it is a new moon, and it's about the size of a car.
So it's the fucking Tesla that
Yes.
what's his name shot off?
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that.
Yeah. No. We found it on the 19th of February.
No, I'm out. I'm tapping out. I'm done. I want nothing to do with this.
Yeah. I mean, they took out Pluto. Now we got an extra moon. What else we got?
I'll accept the Pluto thing.
I'll accept it, but half-heartedly. Like, I was pretty upset. Like,
Well, apparently it had been discovered that it wasn't a planet for a very long time. Like, even before, like, we were in school.
yeah. But they were like,
And
man, we've already taught all
they're
these
like, fuck
kids.
it.
We don't want to look like idiots.
Fuck it, Pluto's a planet. All those teachers were in denial. But it just, it's weird that they can, like, look out into the cosmos and be like, oh, there's this solar system over here that we're watching, this over here that we just discovered 14 bajillion light years away. But then they just found this Tesla-sized moon
Mhm.
just now
Yep.
in our own fucking backyard.
Well, I mean, it's the size of a car.
And
It's
so what makes it a moon?
just because it's, what do they call it? An astral body that orbits our planet. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter what size it is. If it's a rock and it's orbiting our planet, then I guess it's considered a moon.
Nah.
But we're gonna lose it.
Good.
Yeah, it's not forever.
Good. Let's put some rockets on that bitch. Get rid of it now.
Well, no, it's got a bad orbit. It's like a long oval shaped, and eventually it's gonna get flung away. So,
Yeah, the bad oval shaped
so
orbit.
it's
yeah. Well, hopefully it gets jettisoned into the fucking sun. I don't know why I've got such a grudge against
Yeah.
this car-sized moon.
hostile.
What do you think the moon feels right now?
Um,
Do you think it's pretty pissed off?
maybe
Like,
it's happy.
I've been with you for so many years. I've been with you for like a millennia, and now all of a sudden this new moon comes. What is it? Because she's smaller? Is that what it is?
Probably. Just because it can fit in a size 7.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't even know if that's a good size.
If I were the moon, I'd fucking take a hike. Be out this bitch.
Get out of my spotlight, bitch.
This is a weird podcast. You know what? Before we started this, I was telling you that I had a migraine. I didn't feel good and all
Yeah.
that shit. And I was like, I'm going to have to fake it through this one.
Did the podcast fix
Doing
it?
this podcast makes me feel so much better.
Damn.
I don't know what it is.
All right. So you guys heard it. If you have a migraine, do a podcast.
Just start a podcast. It's the best medicine. I also heard that it cures coronavirus.
Oh, yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. That's a pretty big thing right now, huh?
Yeah. So speaking of that, Corona beer has lost money since coronavirus.
No way.
Yeah, and like people are like in polls are legitimately saying that they will choose not to drink Corona beer because of their negative feelings towards coronavirus.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I choose not to drink Corona beer because it's shit. But
Yeah. I mean, if you add a bunch of stuff to it, it's good. Like, you gotta
Yeah,
have the
like if you-
salt and lime and
the perfect
and-
way to drink a Corona is to pour it out and pour another beer inside the bottle. That's it.
Yeah. Those Mexican beers. Yeah.
Hey, man, I like Dos Equis. It's delicious. That's my favorite beer.
Yeah.
Corona just tastes like somebody drank a Dos Equis and then pissed into a different bottle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for all you Corona
So-
lovers.
You prefer Dos Equis.
Yeah, I do. What is it? I stay thirsty, my friends. Yeah, I don't know. I just drink the beer. Not a sponsor.
But
But
they can be.
they could be.
Dos Equis, if you're listening.
Dos Equis and Pizza Hut.
Again, just like Pizza Hut, we don't need money, just free Dos Equis.
Well, we don't have Dos Equis yet, but let's go ahead and kick it over to our second sponsor real quick.
Sounds good.
All right.
We will be right back.
It's a new dawn. Do you want a cat but none of the responsibility of taking care of a stinky cat? Well, so does everybody else, except for dog owners that hate cats. This is for cat people. All you have to do is order yourself a cat box at Schrodie'sCatBox.com. The box will be sent straight to your front door. It might have a cat in it, it might not. Who knows? Not you unless you open it up. So go to Schrodie'sCatBox.com. Get 10% off when you enter the offer code Nacho Podcast. I think that's probably the last time we'll hear from that sponsor. That was kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I ordered one, and I had a bagel in the box.
Is a bagel in the box?
Yeah, I ate it. It was all right.
That's cool.
It had some cat hair on it, though.
Interesting. For anyone who is outraged right now, I like cats. We were just kidding. It's just a joke, okay? It's just a joke.
Not a real sponsor. Disclaimer.
Not a real sponsor. Not a real thing. Although I am pretty proud of Schrodie's.
Yeah.
Schrodie's cat box. I think that's cute.
It's a great idea.
Well, not the idea itself, just the name. Anyway, so let's move on to our let's move on to our game.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that now.
Okay.
So I was on the internet as well. I was not cruising though, like you, because I'm not that cool. I'm not a cool cruising guy.
Yeah, you got to put the windows down.
But I have become, I don't want to say obsessed. Obsessed is a little harsh. But I have fallen deeply in love with movie plot explanations that are bad. So what I would like to do...
Hold on, like bad movie plots or like
movie plots
twisted?
explained badly.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But still makes sense.
Okay.
So what I would like to do is I would like to give you 5 movie plots.
Okay.
Okay. And I want you to try and guess what they are.
Ooh, this will be fun.
If you get 5 out of 5 correct,
Mm-hmm.
one of our listeners will get a free piece of merch.
Sweet.
If you get...
Just picked at random?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you get... we'll pick it off of our Facebook page because I think we have more followers there than anything.
Okay. I will do my best for you guys.
If you get less than 5, there should be some sort of punishment.
Uh-oh.
What do you think that should be?
A spanking.
No, okay, that's not happening.
Oh, okay.
I said a punishment.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll come up with that later.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. So, without further ado, we start now. Guess that film.
Guess that film.
All right, you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. A teenage girl debates whether to sleep with a dead man or a wolf for many years.
Got it.
Go ahead.
Twilight.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. That is correct.
Sweet.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
A priest kidnaps a child for a cult and eventual marriage to a political person twice his age.
Is that it?
Politician. Priest kidnaps child for cult and eventual marriage to a politician twice his age.
Oh, man.
This is a hard one. It's a bad one.
Oh, priest.
Here, I'll give you another hint.
Okay.
The child wants an adult kills multiple children in a fit of rage.
Is this Star Wars?
It's Star Wars, yeah.
Oh, my
Star Wars
gosh.
prequels. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, the whole priest threw me off.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Number 3.
A depressed office worker joins a cult and destabilizes the government.
Destabilizes the government.
A depressed office worker joins a cult and destabilizes the government.
I want to say V for Vendetta, but he doesn't really join a cult. Or maybe like Fight Club, but
Nope.
he doesn't really destabilize a government.
No, that's a good guess though. That's an actual summary of
Yeah.
Fight Club.
You got another hint for me?
I'll try to make one up because there isn't enough.
Oh, okay.
A depressed office worker joins a cult of and destabilizes the government, which is run by computers.
Ooh. Matrix.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What is that? 3?
Yep.
Okay. A large group of people spends 9 hours attempting to return jewelry.
What? To return jewelry. These are so hard. A large group of people?
A large group of people spends 9 hours. That might throw it off. Trying to return jewelry. So the 9 hours is actually a reference to how long it takes from beginning to end, not in movie time, but in run time of said movies.
So we're talking like maybe like a trilogy or a series. To return jewelry. I gotcha. Lord of the Rings.
That's correct.
Ring.
Exactly.
Well, it's not really a large group of people either. It was like, what, 8, 12, something like that.
That's a larger group than I've ever been in.
Yeah.
Well.
Last one?
This will be the last one.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Okay, hang on. I'm looking for a good one here. I'm the most unprepared host of all time. You would never get that one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good one. A young man forcibly ties up other men and then photographs himself with them for money.
What? Oh, my God.
This one's hilarious. A young man forcibly ties up other men and photographs himself with them for money while wearing a mask.
Wait, I got it. Spider-Man?
It's Spider-Man. Ding, 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 ding. That's all 5.
Those are awesome.
Yeah,
That's
man.
fun.
So those are great. I love those so much.
Oh, that one sounded so much more dark than what it was.
I know, right? There's a lot of them like that too. Yeah, that was our game. So one of our listeners, because you came through for them, we will play Guess That Film more times. And if anybody has any other ideas for games that we can play, it would be great to try to gamify this podcast a little bit.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. We'll get some sound effects and stuff going eventually. That's just a little bit harder to do.
I don't know. I think
Right
the
now.
ding, ding, ding
Ding,
was
ding,
pretty
ding,
good.
All right. So I guess now it's time to go to our third and final sponsor.
Sure.
Here we go.
Come on down to Big Bill's Barbecue. We got the home of beef, brisket, and butter. See us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And enter promo code NACHOS to get a free slab of butter.
Hell yeah, I want that butter.
Love butter.
Gonna get that butter.
So, do you like brisket or ribs better?
Ribs.
Yeah. me
That
too.
was an easy answer.
I've had some really good brisket. Though.
Where do you get your barbecue from normally?
Um,
Not from home. You can't say home. That's not fair.
No, we used to go to a place whenever we lived in Texas. There was some really good.
that's
barbecue.
cheating.
I don't remember the name of the place, but just about everywhere.
If you
has-
live in Texas or like Memphis, you don't get to pick a place from there.
yeah, they're all
That's
good.
cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that Mission Barbecue is supposed to be really, really good, but I've not had it.
I've had it a few times. It's
Yeah.
pretty good. It's nothing mind blowing or anything.
Yeah.
It's not something that I've had to like. I've never had it there.
Mm-hmm.
I've had it catered twice, I think.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. It wasn't, like I said, mind blowing or anything, but
Yeah.
when I'm going for like pulled pork and stuff like that,
Mhm.
I like to go to Bandanas. Bandanas is really good. Have you been there?
No.
Dude, we got to go to Bandanas.
All right.
It's really good. They put like their sauces in a old style ketchup bottle, with like the pointy top,
Mm-hmm.
and they put all their sauces out on the table, and then they bring
Like the
you-
red and yellow bottles.
Yeah, but they're clear.
Yeah.
With labels on them, and they bring you your food, whether it be chicken, pork, whatever, and then you decide how much you put on, how much sauce and what sauce. And mix
I think
and
if you
match
go
sauces.
to a barbecue joint, you can't have chicken. Like you got to have either beef or pork. That's just me.
I
I'm
mean-
a firm believer that chicken doesn't really. I mean, barbecued chicken is good, but I don't think it's barbecue.
I always go for the pork. Almost always go for the pork.
Yeah,
but
me too.
they've got like a pick 3 and a pick 2 and a pick your ass or whatever.
Yeah, give me that ass with some barbecue sauce.
I want that pork butt. And I've gotten the chicken when I had like a pick 3. Pick 3 is too much. That's too many to pick.
Yeah.
It's too much food. But the chicken was good. I mean,
Yeah.
I would not choose it over pork.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm not saying barbecue chicken is not good.
there's not really a good place to go to for barbecue chicken though, other than a barbecue joint.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Shooting all kinds of holes in your theory. Fuck. I also like Texas Roadhouse ribs.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty like much.
Oh, Jesus.
I pretty much like ribs anywhere.
See,
mean,
I don't like. We've got that local place, Wolf's.
Yeah,
I don't like Wolf's. Everybody's like gaga for Wolf's, and I just don't like
Mhm.
it.
yeah. I don't think I've had them either.
Not a fan. Hashtag not a sponsor. Don't need a sponsor.
Speaking of food places, it's not barbecue.
Dining facilities.
But, yeah. There was a recent incident at a local Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Did you hear?
Did
about
they
this?
run out of breadsticks?
No,
Because that would be a goddamn travesty.
This
Would
is
make headlines.
arguably way worse.
Okay.
So,
I will take that argument. Let's go.
Evansville, Indiana, pretty darn close to where we're at.
Yep.
The Olive Garden, a manager there was fired because he abided by a customer's request to have a non-black server. Wow.
Okay, you immediately win the argument.
Yeah. So apparently this customer comes in, they're from the 1920s
Or before.
or before, and the server said that this customer made comments about me to my coworkers concerning my race, saying that I should work at a strip club instead.
Oh my God. Why are people like this? What are people thinking?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm taking an official stance right now. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Everybody strap in. Okay. My official stance is stop treating people like garbage.
Yeah.
There's,
I mean, I could understand if this girl was being a douchebag,
yeah.
but no,
Hey.
they were just like, this person's black.
Yeah.
Give me someone
So
different.
to request a hostess or server that a different server or hostess that's being rude or not helping you or for whatever reason is an acceptable thing.
Yeah. But to make it worse, not only were these people fucking idiots and racist, the manager said, okay, I'll
Yeah.
get you someone different.
Yeah, that's
Instead of saying, get the fuck out of my restaurant.
that's just as bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say worse, but that's just as bad.
Yeah.
To let someone do that to one of your employees.
Yeah.
No. That's a no-go red flag out the door.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the server woman should be able to sue these people
Yeah, she should be able to sue everybody.
and the manager.
She should be able to sue everybody.
The whole world.
Everybody, including Tom Cruise. Hashtag not a sponsor.
Especially Tom Cruise.
But for real though, like I just don't understand where people are at with their level of hate of people for things that don't, like, having different beliefs and stuff. Like, why do you have to hate people? Just believe something different and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand why
Yeah.
people gotta hate. There's so many different people out there and different things that people can believe or be into that, like, don't make any difference to the rest of the world. So you have your belief system. I have my belief system. Whether they're the same or different doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We don't even talk about it. Like, it's a non-issue.
Yeah, I spotted that and it heated me.
Just love each other.
And that's our message for the world today.
That's our message for life.
Love each other.
Just love each other. Listen to John Lennon's
Song.
what is that song called? Imagine. Listen to John
Oh, yeah.
Lennon's Imagine. That song literally, and I don't care who hears it, okay? Like,
No, it's
when
a
I'm
great message.
when I'm having a
It's-
rough time with the world in its current state, whether it be politics or racism or like social injustice or whatever, there are certain things that get to me, and I listen to that song, and it really does, like, hit you, and like,
I'm just
fuck
picturing
you.
like I get in my bubble bath.
No, I don't
I
do
put
that.
on my Nacho Daddy's tea lights. Put a nice air freshener in the room. And
Speaking of, we should
Listen to
totally get
John
some tea
Lennon.
lights to put our logo on, and then we could sell those.
totally.
Yeah.
What was the site again where our listeners can go and get?
Oh, teespring.com.
There you go.
Search for Nacho Daddy's podcast storefront. Yeah, it's pretty dope. But all right, well, I think that we have covered plenty of stuff for today.
Yeah.
We've covered extraterrestrial planets.
Mm-hmm.
We've covered video games and how old we are.
Yeah.
You came through in the clutch in the movie game.
That was so hard. Like
You did good.
I didn't think I was gonna get him.
We had we had two great sponsors, one really weird sponsor.
Yeah.
They won't be back.
No.
And then we had a nice little conversation about loving everybody. Don't hate.
Yeah.
Okay?
Make love, not war.
Exactly. Hug somebody today.
Yeah. Pick some flowers. Smell them.
Listen to John Lennon's Imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We love you all. Make sure that you go to facebook.com and search for Nacho Daddy's podcast. And like us, comment,
Subscribe.
subscribe, and comment, and share. Share it up.
YouTube. Just to let everybody know, we have already gotten some gaming content. We are working on more.
Yeah, we did a trial
Yeah.
the other day, well, the other night. It was really late, so we couldn't be very loud.
Yeah.
Our wives were sleeping, so we kind of had to be, and our kids, so we kind of had to be quiet. But we were just trying to get all the technical stuff worked out and see what kind of editing could be done, and it worked out really well, I think.
Yeah.
I kind of surprised Taylor with it. He wasn't really.
Yeah,
in the
I had
know.
no idea we were recording.
Yeah.
But oh well.
But so we'll be getting that some of that content out to you very, very soon.
Yep. Again, let us know in the comments what games you want to see. We'll play just about anything. So make sure you leave comments. Let us know what you like and don't like. Let us know what you want to see, or just say hi.
Thank you for listening. This has been Nacho Daddy's podcast.
See y'all later.